Candice. I have an Etsy store called RUM and Garb, and today I just wanted to share with you some of my headbands that are currently selling on my site so you can have an idea of what they look like and some more detail of my headbands. So today I'm going to show you my braided headband that I use vintage fabrics to create. This one is a more complex design as I have the separate band on the inside that is then attached to the braid. This headband definitely has more of a presence. It's not laid flat over the band. It's has a little bit of height, and it's definitely a statement piece. So I'm going to try it on for you so you can see exactly what it looks like. Now this one is, to me, it's a cross between a headband and a headpiece because of the way that it looks. It looks almost like, from the front here, you can see from corner to corner, it looks like a fascinator that you would have, you know, combed into your hair as you would, but it is a headband. So you get the easy functionality. It sits on your head perfect. It does not pinch. My headbands have a nice bounce about them, so they don't come in really tight. They're nice and loose, equally not stretched, so they'll always fit on your head very easily. They just kind of pop on like that. So this is one of my favorites. I have several favorites, but the braided one is one of my go-tos. My other headband that I made and is selling on my site now is the ruffle, lace, and velvet ribbon headband. So you can see there's detail. The wire band goes through this piece. Again, very comfortable bounce. Now this one is more inspired by Marie Antoinette and her time in the gardens and a more natural environment. I do think in styling this, you want to style it so a little bit more simple, as this is a lot going on because it is ruffles and you can see it standing up, but it is very, very pretty. I really love this headband. My next headband is this one. So this is a vintage fabric with gold seed beads and a vintage pearl necklace that I deconstructed, and I'm using in most of my headbands. You'll see every pearl that you see that's individual is a vintage necklace that I took apart. And then there's a black kind of ruffle velvet ribbon. And this one's meant to be worn with the black ribbon towards the back. You could wear it at the front if you'd like, but I prefer it this way. So that one's this one. And it is a very simple headband to style. I mean, it's not too much. It is detailed as it has the beading, but it's not overwhelming with the style. I think you could wear it with like a gray sweater or a dress, a white dress. I mean, there's so many options, really. This is a vintage fabric with a velvet ribbon and gold cord and a vintage brooch on top. So this headband is not meant to be flush with your hair. It has ruffles, it has texture, and it's meant to. It's a look as well. It's a little bit more romantic. I think it would be very pretty for Valentine's Day. And so yeah, a little bit closer. So this is also one of my favorite headbands. This is my Tudor headband. I had a dream about making one of these headbands because I love Tudor England and all the inspiration with the headpieces. And I wanted to make something that was current and to date for women. They could wear them now and it's not going to look like a Halloween costume, or it just kind of fits right into your normal life. So I created this. It has a separate band on the inside. This round piece is separate as well, and I have attached it to the inside band. You can wear it this way or you can wear it this way. I prefer it with the gold cord in the front because you still will get the detail at the back, so it doesn't go unnoticed. It's just that the cord I prefer in the front. Now this one obviously has more of a halo look as it does go around, and it has height as well. So it is definitely a statement look. It is she's wearing a headband. It's a look. And it looks beautiful with dresses at a wedding. I love these headbands for weddings. Or if you just wanted to go to the grocery store, you could wear it as well. But definitely a statement headband. These are more simple headbands, but equally there are lots of detail. So there's a vintage fabric. It's a thick fabric. It's almost like a curtain material. It may have been curtains because I also sustainably source my materials as much as I can. Sometimes I need to buy like some seed beads if I need a certain color, a particular color. I will have to go and buy some. But for the most part, I take apart necklaces and earrings and I'll use it to add detail into my headbands. And this one has vintage brooches that I sourced with a gold cord. And then this is a velvet ribbon. As you can see, it's laid across, tucked under, and it's offset, so it's sort of supposed to look like a side bow. And this one is, I love this blue. This blue is just so beautiful. Yeah, this is a really lovely headband with lovely detail, also easy to style because it is a little less understated, but equally dressy. This is a similar one. It's a thick, like a curtain material. I hand beaded, a little bead detail on both sides. So this is also off center, which is why this is short and this side is long. And the bow is velvet, which is laid over and with a vintage brooch and gold cord. Sort of same, sits very nicely on the hair. Very lovely. So I've showed you the ruffle ones already. This is a very similar one to the first one that I showed you. This one has a gold brooch on top as well. Right, you just have to see my vision, all right? It looks beautiful with white cottons and linen dress or tops, or you can wear it also to a wedding. It is more of a headpiece as well. Dress down, dress up, but also again, a French sort of inspiration, European inspiration, and very whimsical and feminine. That one's also on my site. I'm not gonna try this one on because it is pretty much like the other one, but it just has the cord there, and it's very pretty. I love the details. I love all the little feminine details that you can get. Just love it. This one is a satin ribbon with a velvet ribbon over its top with some sort of crocheting lace as another fine detail. This one is my favorite. I'll keep saying they're my favorite. I have so many favorites, so it's hard, I guess. And I'm biased because it's my creations, but this one is really beautiful, like so beautiful to me. This ribbon I sourced at an estate sale and it was at the bottom of a box and I restored it back to a beautiful sheen, and it is absolutely just a beautiful, something old and forgotten has been made into something new and current and pretty that women can wear. And that's like I think what I love the most about sourcing my materials sustainably is I can find them at thrift stores and bring them into life and something new that somebody's going to cherish and value, and I sell them on my Etsy shop. I think there's a lot to say about that, especially when we have a throwaway culture. So I make a point of doing my absolute hardest to contribute to recycling, and I hope you see that in my headbands and my shop. I think my last headband that I'm going to show you is again my ruffle headband. This one is a eyelet ruffle, and it has little beaded details. I hand bead those. And I'll try it on for you quickly. This one, my daughter says, looks like a French maid hat. That's fine. I'm fine with that if that's what it looks like. But it again is very whimsical and feminine. So I think you'll find that with most of my things. I like more feminine, and you'll very rarely find that I create something that is simple. I do have my braided headbands, which can be quite simple, as I don't do any beading on those. And I do have a lot of vintage fabrics that I would create doing the braided look, or plaited, as we like to say in England. So yes, this one is absolutely great. It's simple. It's one of my best sellers, I think, at markets. I sell a lot of these headbands. Like if there's a headband that I create bulk of to have stock, it's this headband, because they do sell, because they're so simple to wear, but also, as you can see, it has a look, it has a presence. It's more of like a fascinator sort of look. So I just hope that you guys can see the fine detail opposed to the photos that I post. I think this is a better way to share my Etsy shop and my headbands. So thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please message me on Instagram or Etsy. Those are probably the two best places. I do have an email. It's on my Instagram and on my Etsy store. So either of any of those are fine, and I'll get back to you. But thank you for watching, and all of these headbands are currently on my shop. So yes, thank you, and follow me if you would like to see more updates of what I am listing on my Etsy shop. I'm going to try and do weekly updates just to give you more detail, and then you can watch the video and then click on the shop if you see something that you like. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.